Good morning, students. Hope you all doing well. I, Dinesh Rawat, your subject faculty, welcome you all. So the subject name is research methodology, and today we would start with the topic that is estimation. So let's start. So these are the books from where the PPT content has been made. First is Business Research Method by Cooper and Schindler. Second is Business Research Method by Zygmunt, Babin, Carr and Griffin. And third one is Marketing Research and Applied Approach by Naresh K. Malhotra and David F. Burks. So let's start. What do you mean by estimation? So अभी तक हमने कवर करा है, इससे पहले हमने सैम्पलिंग कवर करी, एंड देन बिफोर टू दैट वी कवर्ड concepts like variables, we construct hypothesis formulation. So उसके continuation में once you know your sample and what would be the type of sampling method, then we come to estimation. So estimation, if we talk about the definition, simple definition, when we intend to make a guess about population parameters on the basis of random sample. So आप एक sample लेते हैं अपनी study में, और उस sample के basis पे you try to determine the population parameters. Parameters जो वैल्यूज होती हैं, जैसे आप स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन, आप मीन, आप वेरिएंस, सो जो एंटायर पॉपुलेशन है उसकी अगर आप मीन, वेरिएंस, स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन डिटरमाइन करना चाहते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अ सैंपल, then this process is known as estimation. So an alternative approach to select some items as a sample from the population and collect the data and analyze the data, then estimate the characteristics of the population. This is called estimation. So in simple terms, estimation is when you take a sample and you try to determine the population parameters on the basis of that sample. This is called estimation. So estimation, on many occasions, estimating the population mean is useful in business research. हम करते क्यों हैं? Because जो population है उसकी values आप निकालना चाहते हैं, उसके बारे में you want to determine. So that is the main purpose. So that is the reason estimating the population mean is useful. For example, the manager of a human resource in a company might want to estimate the average number of days of work an employee misses per year. So एक एम्प्लॉय कितने डेज मिस करता है, सो उसका एवरेज नंबर ऑफ डेज डिटरमाइन करना चाहता है कोई ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजर है, बिकॉज ऑफ इलनेस. सो रीजन क्या है? इलनेस की वजह से कोई एम्प्लॉय कितने दिन मिस करता है एक ईयर में, वो एवरेज नंबर ऑफ डेज निकालना चाहता है ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजर. So if the firm has thousands of employees, so direct calculation of a population mean such as this may be practically impossible. So this is a real example. आपकी कोई organization है जिसमें thousands of employees हैं, and you have an objective where you want to determine the average number of days of work an employee misses per year because of illness. So but practically thousands of employees के लिए it would be very difficult. So instead, a random sample of employees can be taken, and the sample mean number of sick days can be used to estimate the population mean. So you can take a sample, thousands of employees hai, from those thousands of employees you can take a sample, and then you can determine the sample mean number of sick days, and that would help you to calculate the population mean. So this is an example of estimation. टाइप्स एस्टिमेशन के जो टाइप्स होते हैं, दैट इज जनरली टू टाइप्स होते हैं, पॉइंट एस्टिमेट एंड interval estimate. So point estimate is a statistic taken from a sample that is used to estimate a population parameter. So when you determine a value, that is called a point estimate of that sample. If other random samples are taken from the population, the point estimates derived from those samples are likely to vary. So अब एक sample आप लेते हैं, उसकी जो value आएगी that would be point estimate. But if you take n number of other random samples, so जो सब की values जो आएंगी that would be different from each other. So because of the variation in sample statistics, estimating a population parameter with an interval estimates is often preferable to using a point estimate. So why we use interval estimate? Interval is you define a range. आप एक जो range होगा उसको define कर देंगे from this to this. So इस range के बीच में आपकी value lie करेगी. Rather than point estimate is a single point. आप एक sample लेते हैं, उसकी जो value calculate करते हैं, that is called your point estimate. But when you determine a range and you tell that कि इस value जो value है that would be between this interval range. So that is called interval estimate. Why interval estimates is better? Because generally you take n number of samples. अगर आप n number of samples लेते हैं तो हर sample की value that would be different from each other. So because of this variation, we prefer interval estimates as compared to point estimates. So what do you mean by interval estimates? Interval estimates confidence interval भी हम इसको कहते हैं is a range of values within which the analyst can declare with some confidence the population parameter lies. So it is the confidence interval. So generally in statistics we see 95% is the confidence interval. That is ये interval ये range है and the analyst is 95% sure that the value will lie between this range. So estimating the population mean. So next is हम determine actual में estimation का purpose क्या है? Estimation का purpose है that is to determine the population parameters. और पहला parameter we are determining is population mean. So estimating the population mean you have to remember दो तरीके से हम करते हैं. When you have known standard of deviation, अगर आपकी population की standard of deviation, this standard of deviation is known to you. If you know if it is given, then you will use Z statistics. So del Z distribution. So you have to use Z statistics. So when the standard deviation of the population is known, this is standard deviation of the population, it is known, then you have to use Z statistics. So this is the formula for Z statistics, as you can see, which you might be knowing, you must have covered in the previous semester. So Z is equal to X bar minus mu divided by population standard deviation divided by under root n, the sample size. So if you rearrange this formula, and this is the population mean, so you want to determine this. So if you rearrange this formula, then it would be like this. But what happens sometimes, you can have Z value which can be positive or negative also. So if you have positive or negative, then we put plus or minus sign. So this is the range for population mean. So it is always advisable, जैसे हमने discuss करा था, interval estimate is better than a point estimate. So this would be your point estimate and this would be your interval estimates. So you have to determine the interval estimates. So remember, when you know the standard deviation of the population, it is known, then you have to use Z statistics, and the formula for Z statistics is this. And if you rearrange this, this would be a final formula. Since we can have positive or negative values of Z, so we have to put plus or minus sign. So this is the interval estimate. Next, this is the final formula. So mean would lie between this when the Z is minus and plus the Z. So this is the final formula for calculating the population mean when standard deviation of population is known. And the second, you calculate the population mean when it is unknown. Population standard deviation is unknown. So then you will use T statistics, T distribution जो हम पढ़ते हैं. So that is the difference. When it is known, then you will use Z statistics, and when it is unknown, what is unknown? Population standard deviation. Then you would use T statistics. So there's a slight difference in Z and T statistics. So in most instances, if a business researcher desires to estimate a population mean, the population standard deviation will be unknown. Generally, जो भी आपके पास problem होती है, उसमें population standard deviation के बारे में you do not have any idea. So when the population standard deviation is unknown, the sample standard deviation must be used in the estimation process. So when you don't know the population standard deviation, sample का standard deviation you will use. So the formula becomes like this: T x minus mu divided by S. तो पहले यहाँ पर population standard deviation था, now you have sample standard deviation. So this is the formula, and similarly the T value, if you know, the T value can be positive or negative. So interval estimates, we will make an interval. So the mu value will lie between this and this. And इसमें one concept T distribution, that is degree of freedom. So we will discuss that later when we will discuss T distribution. For now, you have to remember. So when you have population standard deviation known to you, then you will use Z statistics. And when the population standard deviation is unknown, then you will use T statistics. And T statistics में population standard deviation की जगह, since it is unknown, you will use sample standard deviation. So this is the formula. So since you have to calculate sample standard deviation, so this is the formula for calculating the sample standard deviation. So when you have equal variance or unequal variance, so दो तरीके से आप calculate कर सकते हैं. दो आपके पास point of view है. When you have equal variance, then this is the formula. When you have unequal variance, this is the formula. So now, apart from mean, population parameter में you can also calculate variance. Population variance भी आप calculate कर सकते हैं. So if you see population variance, so then generally there is a third distribution that is called chi-square distribution. We use chi-square distribution. So suppose a researcher wants to estimate the population variance from the sample variance in a manner that is similar to the estimation of population mean from a sample mean. The relationship of the sample variance to the population variance is captured by chi-square distribution. So sample variance आप calculate कर रहे हैं, and with the help of that sample variance you want to calculate the population variance, then you would use chi-square distribution. So this is the formula for chi-square distribution: n minus 1 bracket close s square upon this. S square is sample variance and this is population variance. ये आपने determine करना है. So आप rearrange करेंगे formula को. So the formula becomes like this. And since the chi-square value can be positive, oh sorry, the formula, if you rearrange this, it will become like this, and this would be the range. So this can be your range. And similarly, chi-square mein there is degree of freedom, which we'll discuss when we will study chi-square distribution in detail. So for now you have to remember estimation use किस लिए होता है, that is population parameters जो होते हैं like standard deviation, mean और variance को calculate करने के लिए. And you can calculate population mean. Two scenarios are there when you do not know about the population standard deviation. So then one is when you know about population standard deviation, then you would use Z statistics. And when you do not have idea about population standard deviation, then you will use T statistics. And if you want to calculate population variance with the help of sample, then you can use chi-square distribution. And chi-square distribution it tells about the relationship between sample variance and population variance. And this is the formula for chi-square distribution. So if you rearrange this, the formula becomes like this. So this is the interval estimates, n minus 1 s square, and this chi-square comes down and this goes to the left hand side. So the formula becomes like this. So this is the estimation process, and later when we'll discuss T distribution or Z distribution or chi-square distribution in detail, then we'll cover these degrees of freedom and the other applications of these distribution. So that is all for today. Thank you so much.